University. I promise chicken fingers and mac and cheese whenever the students demand. I promise parking for each and every student. I promise that the dryers will dry a full load of laundry. I promise that the campus cats will finally let us pet them. I promise. Oh no. Oh God. This is not happening. This is the wrong speech. Oh my God, what an awful mistake. You really lucked out there, right, President Farish?
No, you really lucked out there.
Damn it!
They're so embarrassed, they hate it.
I would like to welcome President Farish, his wife, Mrs. Farish, Provost Workman, esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, families, and friends. But most importantly, my homies, Roger Williams University class of 2017! Again, I would like to welcome all of you and thank you for your role in making this family dream a reality. I have a message to convey to my future alumni, but first, let's consider where we started and what we have gone through. Coming from numerous parts of the world, at various times in our collegiate careers, we were dropped off by our families doing one of three things: trying to run away from them, leeching onto them, or telling them that we would be home for dinner tonight because we commute. However, they left us, and there we were, innocently communicating with each other in those awkward navy blue hawk shirts, with those uncomplimentary yellow hawks on the back. Despite whatever we may have been feeling before they left, there was one common feeling that we felt after: freedom. We learned how to deal with this freedom in unique ways, some faster, Virginia, or some definitely slower than others, Johnny Cab! But there is no doubt that during this personal reign, we found meaning in everything that transpired. Whether it be putting it all on the line in an athletic or performing arts setting, when we thought about quitting and going to bed in a library cubby during finals week, when we embarrassingly told our professor, yeah, I don't know, I haven't been paying attention or done one of the readings. Professor Wright. When we told that special someone that she was the most beautiful girl that we had ever laid eyes on, and we would do just about anything to be able to see her again and make her laugh and smile, which she responded to so seriously and intensely and said, that's the fourth girl you said that to tonight. Not going to name any names here. When we were vulnerable with a friend and told them that we were going through a really difficult time and genuinely needed their help, which they reflexively did, and then reassured us of our worth and that they would have our back no matter what. When we cried, or wanted to cry this morning, knowing today may be the last time we speak to the people that were so supportive of the development of our liberties and our identities. When we stayed up late with our friends, procrastinating that assignment that was due 2 weeks ago. Sorry, Professor Blackburn. Because we were spending too much money down at Aiden's and telling our parents it was on books. Sorry, Mom. But a byproduct of these obstacles is not only the nostalgia we will feel whenever Roger Williams University comes up, but a better understanding of the three core questions: who am I, what can I know, and how should I act? Initially, we may have felt that these questions were independent of each other, but through our experiences, events, and curriculum, realize that they are actually intertwined. See, we understand that what we can know influences how we should act, and our actions open the door to extensive possibilities for subjective and objective knowledge. But it is the I who is the critical overseer, interpreting, and making decisions about the information we get from our knowledge and our actions. We learn that this I needs to constantly develop its critical conscience through the skeptic habit of suspending judgment and becoming open to different types of ideas and possibilities. This practice taught us that evidence really counts, which allowed us to challenge our unavoidable prejudices and stereotypes, as well as more intelligently evaluate the problems of the world. We realized we had a duty to contemplate these problems of our culture, such as racism, mental health, health care, immigration, and the complexities of both gender identity and gender equality. Thankfully, we were assisted in seeing these problems more clearly with events like Walk a Mile from the people who have experienced violence in their lives, Dear World, where we're allowed to share our stories, and Days of Silence, where we created awareness for those who are marginalized. That is an outstanding accomplishment, ladies and gentlemen. We absolutely need to thank our parents for putting us in the position to experience such an intellectual privilege, and the faculty and board of trustees for organizing an amazing group of inspirational professors and resources that model the value of thinking that we have developed. So, to my fellow graduates, in the near future, we will be faced with intense and quite new challenges, such as getting a job, more importantly, keeping a job, uncomfortable human experiences, the various political, social, environmental, or health issues. There's no universal or objective formula I can give you to solve these problems, which leaves me with my final message. When life starts to pressure us, we must look inward at who we are as individuals, better understood from our consideration of these core questions. Who am I? What can I know? And how should I act? We will recognize our capacity to make responsible decisions developed since day one at Roger Williams University. The world is eagerly awaiting us, and with these evolving virtues, we will rise up to any occasion that Roger Williams University has prepared us for, and we will flourish. Thank you.
It's now great pleasure